Whoa, that's some pretty good firing pressure. Hello, what is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another Gel Blaster content. This is a Quasar Stats from Cyberpunk. Oh boy, the aesthetic of the blaster is definitely beautiful. It is just as beautiful as the names that I'm going to give a shout out to. For today's Saturday shout out, I will have to thank Mad Machinist and Summer Vlogs for always supporting the channel. If you guys want a Saturday shout out, leave a comment down below and I will be picking a couple of you guys for a Saturday shout out. And since I will be posting content every Saturday, maybe once in a while on Wednesday, do remember to smash the subscribe button and the notification bell. And of course, this video wouldn't be possible without the help from Mac Potato for helping me to get one of these blasters. Mac Potato is a local Malaysia online foam dive blaster sellers who also sells gel blasters. And if you guys are interested to get yourself one of these, all the necessary link will be provided in the description down below. In the box, we got the blaster itself, a magazine, battery and charger, some gels, safety goggle, and a manual. The blaster comes with this kind of small drum magazine. Slide open the cover to pour in the gels. Align the magazine with the blaster and push it in place just like so. The battery compartment is located at the back of the blaster. Open up the cover, pull out the wire, connect the battery, put the battery in, close the cover, and this is how the blaster looks like with everything installed. Okay, first look at the blaster. As you can see, the aesthetic of the blaster is definitely a Quasar Stats. There is actually 3 colors for you to pick for this blaster. The one that I got over here is the black and blue color combination. You can also get a sand color or a full black color for this blaster. The moment you hold the blaster in hand, immediately you will feel that incredible solidness of this blaster. Seriously guys, this is probably the most solid gel blaster I've ever held on my hand. And not to mention that this blaster is actually satisfyingly heavy. The entire shell of the blaster is definitely made out of some nylon. This is like really thick nylon. The blaster also comes with metal gears as well as aluminum barrel. Definitely a feature of a high-end blaster. And there is also 2 versions of this blaster. One is the high-end model and one is the normal model. What I got over here is the normal version. Well, as far as paper says, the only difference is of course the features and a little bit of a performance difference. The one with the higher-end model, you will get to switch between semi-auto and full auto. And of course, on paper, 200 FPS of performance. And for this one over here, this thing can only fires full auto. As for performance differences, we'll check it out on the chronograph later on. As you can see, my version over here got like a mode switching button over here. But for the higher end model, this is where you switch between semi-auto and full auto. Alright, back to the blaster. As you can see, this blaster doesn't really come with your standardized magazine system. In fact, this blaster comes with one of those miniature drum mag which is located at the back of the blaster. You will just have to push the button at the back of the blaster in order to access the magazine. Man, this drum mag is small. Probably the maximum capacity of this magazine over here is going to be around 200 to 300 maybe, but most likely I think it is just 200. There is a gel loading door located over here, but basically you don't really have to take out the magazine in order to load the gel because you can just access the door over here when the magazine is on the blaster, which is a good thing. The blaster also comes with a mag priming system, which basically when you pull the mag priming bar, by the way, it is ambidextrous, the gel will automatically circulate straight towards the T-piece, which means that you can literally fire the blaster right after you pull the mag priming bar for a second. Pretty rare with all the gel blaster that I've reviewed in this channel. This blaster actually comes with a safety switch which is located on top of the trigger. Pull it down and you won't be able to pull the trigger. Push it up and you're ready to go. The grip of the blaster, in my opinion, is on the smaller side. I would prefer this grip to be a little bit bigger. Really like the texture of the grip over here. The trigger pull is smooth, and due to the grip design and the position of the drum magazine over here, this blaster over here is effectively a right-handed blaster. Like when you try to hold the blaster with your left hand, this whole magazine structure thing actually blocks your wrist. RIP left-handers. The Picatinny situation of this blaster is basically non-existent. It didn't really have any Picatinny rail at all, but this blaster comes with a pretty reliable iron sight at the top of the blaster. And of course, starting from today, I will be testing every single gel blaster with a 11.1 volt battery. Well, not that the 7.4 LiPo is bad or anything, but the rate of fire is definitely not my cup of tea. So here is the 7.4 and now the 11.1. Holy moly, now we're talking! So yep, other than being extremely solid, I think that's it for the quirks and features of this blaster. So without further ado, let us go test the blaster out. Okay, we are back. So the performance of the blaster, even though this is a normal version, in my opinion, it is actually not bad. With the stock 7.4 battery, this blaster can actually shoot from 143 FPS all the way to 155 FPS. Not a bad number, and the accuracy in 8 to 10 meters, this blaster can definitely shoot the target. Upgrading to 11.1 will give you an additional 10 FPS and of course a meter or two. In the package, the blaster comes with extra hard gels, which in theory it should improve a little bit in terms of performance. But in my test, normal Milkies versus extra hard gels, not too much of a difference, probably around 2 to 3 FPS. Operating this blaster so far, I did not encounter any jams or any hiccups, which is a good thing. Given that this blaster has one of those pretty complicated looks, surprisingly enough, this is actually a pretty straightforward blaster. So far with the 11.1 volt battery, I'm having a lot of fun with this blaster. I mean, take a look at that rate of fire. Man, that was cool. And does this blaster pass the wall test? And the answer is a big yes. The aesthetic of the blaster is definitely one of the most beautiful secondary that I've ever owned. Seriously, you can either use this as a primary, but I personally choosing this blaster as a secondary. I mean, seriously guys, take a look at this compact size. So yep, I guess that's it. If you guys like this video, feel free to smash the like button. I will be posting video every Saturday and once in a while on Wednesday, so also remember to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you guys want to shout out, leave a comment down below and I will be picking a couple of you guys for a Saturday shout out. By the way, I've been receiving super thanks lately. You can ask me any question with a super thanks and I will be answering it at the end of the video. So yep, Gordon's checking out and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Adios guys!